say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now on first down from the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Wiggins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The LSU Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when...
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field. So just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. got it in the middle. It's green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 40 to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt.
Have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
A little screen to the running back. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Wilkerson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gandy. He's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it up the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do it's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Durham. Creates a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Funk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 11 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Jackson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's Gandy. At the 20, he's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So an 82-yard drive there, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That's caught, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's got the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the run, it's Durham. He'll be stopped just short in the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Catch in the middle is Gandy. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Got it behind the lines. It's Wiggins. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. He's got him. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Rides the back on the option to give. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Finally corralled and not the floor. He picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer.
It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this off. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 32 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkerson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Bullock. Makes the grab on the left. Turning on the Jets. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Gandy. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. To the air on first down. Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football.
Oh, out of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
What a great run there. 3rd-and-1 situation, though, David. That has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.